firestorm is spreading across the Middle East. Israel and Iran, locked in their fiercest conflict in decades. Civilians caught in the crossfire, missiles lighting up the sky, and one question now defines the global conversation. Will the United States get dragged into another war?
Well, I hope there's going to be a deal. I think it's time for a deal, and we'll see what happens. But sometimes they have to fight it out, but we're going to see what happens. I think there's a good chance there'll be a deal.
Will the U.S. continue to support Israel in its defense?
We do, yeah. Thank you very much.
Former President Donald Trump has long made one thing clear. He doesn't want war. He wants deals, trade deals, peace deals, and leverage. He famously avoided military entanglements during his presidency, and even now, he's distancing America from this new wave of conflict.
You know that they were a virtually bankrupt country because of what I did. They had no money for terror, they had no money for Hamas or Hezbollah, and take all action required to stop the regime from ever having a nuclear weapon. Iran will never have a nuclear weapon.
Since the first Israeli strikes hit Tehran, Iran has retaliated with missiles, targeting Israeli cities like Haifa and Tel Aviv. Hundreds are dead, most of them civilians. Israel says it's targeting military infrastructure. Iran calls it a massacre. But amid the devastation, Iran has drawn a careful line. So far, it hasn't hit a single American target. Behind closed doors, Israel reportedly pitched a dramatic escalation, a plan to assassinate Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Trump said no. Even now, Trump walks a fine line. He insists the U.S. had nothing to do with Israel's attack on Iran. Experts believe that Iran, despite its fiery rhetoric, is playing its cards with caution. Why? Because it knows that if it strikes an American base or personnel, Trump's restraint may vanish overnight. Instead, Iran may lean on proxies, Hezbollah, Shia militias, to harass Israel without directly confronting Washington. A shadow war, not a global one. But the longer this war drags on, the higher the risk of miscalculation. A stray missile, a deadly proxy strike. A single mistake could ignite a war far beyond the borders of Israel or Iran. Donald Trump wants to be remembered as the man who avoided war and made history with diplomacy. But with the region at a boiling point, and with American forces stationed just miles away, peace may depend on whether Tehran and Tel Aviv know when and where to stop.